Hey babies, welcome into the station. I am Cleo. I am a lieutenant of the Godhead Army. Now I've been making videos and the negative energies have been messing with my microphone, so there's nothing wrong with it, it's brand new, but I keep making videos for you guys and the audio ends up being completely non-existent, so it takes a lot of my time and energy. And it's so frustrating because it's always the most beautiful messages with the most beautiful energy and that they're sabotaging. So I'm just using my regular microphone on my iPad and we're going to get on with it. I hope it sounds okay for you guys, but they really just want me to get these messages out to you and let's get this show on the road, creating our own realities, knowing how powerful our minds are and knowing that we are portions of God. So let's see what Spirit has for you today. I've channeled all these cards in. Okay, meditation. When you meditate, you change the channel of your mind. You access your personal palace and energetically connect with your Akashic team and family. So they want you to know that the non-physical world is so vast. And you've got your own personal, sorry, my words today is like, oh, wow. You've got your own personal yin realm, all right? Now, I've been developing this yin realm of mine, and it's like, you can kind of build a palace in your mind, okay? And this is real. They want you to know this is real. And the more often you go there, the better it gets. Then you find your place of peace. Then you find your real home base of the soul. Then you get up to high vibration. Then you start creating the reality that you want. As a true alchemist, as a true understander of the real nature of humanity, okay? We've got Wayshower, you're a guiding light. We've got see through the eyes of source. So there's this real need for you to disconnect from all the 3D illusion and get back to the real world, the non-physical world, okay? And really, you know, remember who you are, connect with different versions of yourself, essentially connect with your higher self, download your blueprints, and just let yourself flow, okay? I'm one to teach about the multidimensionality of the human, and even though that card hasn't come out, I'm getting that pretty heavy here, that they really want someone to really connect with the divine realms and start bringing that energy in through their consciousness. Okay, show me cards. Show me cards. Okay, Page of Swords. Let's see what else. It's almost like they want you to research. Yeah, look at this, the Hierophant jumping out. They want you to sort of research who you are outside of the role you've been playing for others, outside of how other people see you. They want you to really connect with your true higher self, with the soul version of you. Okay, connect with the divine and do your non-physical research with the Page of Swords here. And what's this falling out? Wheel of Fortune. There's something you've got to collect, okay, energetically. When you meditate, there's some sort of energy or viewpoint you've got to collect here. We've got the 10 of Swords. So maybe some of you are going through something that's, you know, the end of a 3D timeline. And these storylines play out in painful ways, okay? So when we've been on a timeline that doesn't serve us, it will always end up in the 10 of Swords positioning. Now, we can take it personally. We can think, oh my God, this person did this or that to me. Or we can come to a higher level of understanding and understand that the universe has to take your energy and their energy and somehow tie up the situation, somehow bring an end to the situation. It was inevitable. Whatever you've been going through, that this 10 of Swords represents, it was inevitable. Now, I'm getting that you had multiple chances to reject this earlier on, but maybe you were being too kind, wanting to see the best in people. Yeah, look at this. 4 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, the World. So this situation that you've been through, yeah, it's totally part of your journey. It was totally part of your journey for you to become stable in who you are. The World card, okay? Fixed signs. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. I feel like this was divinely sort of inspired for you to go into this storyline, for you to feel betrayed, for you to, you know, learn how to reject things, learn to trust your instincts when there are naughty behaviors around you, and really kind of get your research kind of underway when it comes to who you are. Show me this page. 10 of Wands. So if you're feeling burdened at the moment, if you're feeling like, oh my God, this life's too much, that's why you need to close your eyes, go into the silence behind your eyes and reconnect with the non-physical, reconnect with the divine realms. We've got the courage card coming out. So this is going to give you strength. This is going to give you a recharge of your chakras when you meditate, when you go inwards, and when you have full faith that the non-physical is real. That's what's really going to get the energy moving, and you can process whatever energies are lurking and lingering in your magnetic field. For some of you, this isn't even recent, this Ten of Swords energy, but it might still pop up in your head a little more often than you'd like. We've got the Ten of Cups coming out. So you're going to find a real happiness when you meditate, when you go inwards, that will, okay, as above, so below, as within, so without. When you start finding happiness in your non-physical palace, when you start having the eye to see, when you start seeing through your third eye when you meditate, and a lot of you, I know you already do, that's when your happiness comes to get you in the physical, okay? Ten of Cups, the Emperor, and they want this one. The Queen of Wands, wow. So this is looking really good. This is looking like you are getting into the driver's seat of your life. You're getting the soul in the power position, the Emperor. You're starting to realize that the universe shifts and changes according to how you think, how you feel, the words you say, the spells, right? The words you say create reality. Now we're, God's highest creation. Humans are God's highest creation. The fact that we have verbal ability to the extent that we do is a great gift. Now that's a definite message for someone out there, okay? Spirit wants all of you chosen ones, light workers, way showers, however you define yourself, you know when you've got a big heart, and you know when you're working for Spirit. The wheel is turning, okay? You are conjuring up a whole new timeline. Now we've got the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. That's fire, power. The Queen of Wands is a manifester. The Emperor creates his own reality. The Emperor card is the experience of the mind, okay? When you want to get to the real occultistic meanings of the major arcana, they were channeled into the Egyptians 11,000 years ago with specific meanings. So I feel like you're going to get to a place where you do feel in control, where you realize you did have more control in any situations here than you really thought you did, okay? But you were going with the flow, maybe a bit too much. Cool, lesson learned, okay? But this is your chance now. I feel like you've been through something where you feel like, you know what, I'm never going to let myself go through that again. I've learned my lessons. No one's ever going to trick me again. No one's ever going to analyze me and think they can mess with the divine and think that they're sneaky and think that they're clever, because this situation, whatever it is you've been through, it's taught you too much now. The World card is completion. It's moving through to a whole new timeline, a whole new world in your mind. Remember, the mind is all is mind. Everything happens in our consciousness. And when you realize that, when you realize your sphere of consciousness controls the world around you, when you realize your soul picked your vessel to merge with, to learn certain spiritual lessons, we didn't come here for a real easy, fun time. Although joy is our natural state, we came here to be challenged so we could learn how to really appreciate the joyous moments, appreciate the Ten of Cups when it comes along, appreciate that happily ever after, because we bloody worked for it, okay? Whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you've got a match, a fiery spiritual match. You don't have to be a fire sign, but you could be a Sag, a Leo, an Aries, or have those positionings prominently in your chart. We've got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is about you being the master of your own reality. This is about you realizing that you're not a sitting duck. You are God's highest creation. And, I feel like you're going to get yourself in this throned position, okay? And then you're going to meet your match. You're going to meet an ally who is just as fun as you, just as spirited as you, just as courageous as you, just as amazing as you when it comes to, their awareness of creating their own reality and the awareness they have of their force of will. The Queen of Wands is feisty and really sensual and really gorgeous and, great manifester, She will go up and match the Emperor anytime she can. She doesn't fear anything, even her own positioning. She's like, I know I can create whatever I want with my mind, with my deeds, with my force of will, with my alchemical power. So I feel like you are coming into allied positionings now. All this crap is over, all right? And you are metaphysically guiding yourself to a way more beautiful place. You're going from the Ten of Wands to the Ten of Cups. Now, Spirit wants me to emphasize, you have to believe that you are worthy of these happy, happy times, okay? Because that's how we create them. All these things are distractions. So, you know, when you get into an alchemical mindset, you pull yourself out of your own human emotion and you see through the eyes of source. You see through the eyes of your higher self, and you see the beauty in everything. You see how life is artwork, cosmic artwork, and you see your own infinity. So this will cancel out any feelings of, you know, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So it seems to me that there are lurking energies in, you know, in your magnetic field, things that make you feel, you know, like maybe you've got a bit of PTSD, maybe you've got abandonment issues, maybe you've gone through all that stuff, but this is going to be a thing of the past. We've got the Star card coming out after the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So this is you, and I feel like it's really important that I get this across to you. The worst is over now, okay? The worst is over. If you've magnetized to my channel and you're hearing this reading, it's for a reason. It's so that I can help guide you to really understanding how powerful your consciousness is, and to really understand that the past is an illusion. We can let it go in our now moment. We can be like, that means nothing to me. We've got the God force power to do that. You are moving into a place of more permanent peace, okay? A whole new platform where you can start conjuring things up, and do not let the past control or dictate how you go ahead in the future. You're a sovereign being. Emperor card. You are a sovereign being. And you know, when you're a Wayshower, an old soul, energies come at you constantly trying to poke at your inner child. Okay, that's what they do. That's what narcissists do. That's what our negative enemy team does. They try and poke at us. You know, they try and poke at our wounds. They try and reopen the wounds. You know, let me see what this Nine of Swords is about. Capricorn. Okay, devil energy. Okay, so it's that negative energy that may be coming up in your mind, making you feel like, oh, is there something wrong with me perhaps? See, we've got Scorpio energy. So this is dark energy. No offense to Scorpios, but this is Plutonian energy mixed with this Capricorn card that's trying to make you feel like you're in a living nightmare, that's trying to make you feel like you've got nobody who will support you or love you. But I'm seeing completely different energies here. I'm seeing you having courage, okay, despite any of that. Despite, you know, perhaps having the odd bad day. We all have it. We all go through it. We all have, you know, a reaction from living in the 3D. But you're coming more and more into your power now. You're coming more and more into the energy of source, okay? And I'm hearing a chuckle in my mind, like you're starting to realize, like, oh, the games they play to stop us being great, right? The games they play to try and get us in our animal nature, to try and make us feel abandonable, and to try and make us feel like, oh, could there be something wrong with me? You know, because a lot of us psychics, if we went to the doctors would tell you, you're crazy, there's no such thing as non-physical, you're a lunatic, blah, blah. That's them. They're just people who decided on that. They feel safe with their science. They feel safe in their little system. But that is not the truth. The truth is divinity. And I feel like you're pulling on that divinity now, potentials with the eyes to see. I feel like, you know, sometimes you read energy so well, you don't want to think you're right. You want to see the best in people. But you have seen something very clearly here. Could be with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. It's almost like a vengeful energy. You know, Scorpios are wonderful. In their highest octave, they are the eagle, right? But in the lower octave, that's a 3D energy. And I've got a lot of Scorpio in my chart. We can be very vengeful. We can be very, very brooding, very vengeful. I've been analysing these energies in myself since I was a child, and it's fascinating, the energies that certain placements bring. But Spirit really wants to get across to you that all this is a game. All this 3D trials and tests we go through are a game. They really want you to connect to the divine realms. They really want you to know that all these energies are real, and that you're a Wayshower. Whoever I'm talking to, you've got the info, okay? You are the leader. You've got info that no one else has got. Hidden knowledge, all right? Saturn reversed underneath. So for some of you, you could be going through your Saturn return, okay? Once you get through that Saturn return, it should be a lot easier for you. Ancient love, blueprints, divine heart. So here we go. Have faith that there is a soul group member of yours that you planned to be with in your little soul group, in the non-physical. You guys plan to come back together in this life, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, whichever one of those you are. This is going to happen, all right? They want you to get back to the loving heart chakra activated mindset after some sort of betrayal or something that went really wrong. I'm getting that this was quite confusing. It was something you thought about rejecting, and you know, your instincts were good in that situation. Let's just say that. So you do have this beautiful energy coming in, okay? They want you to have faith that, you know, finding the one. I used to be really cynical about all these things because I was more left-brained when I was younger. You know, I was in a state of fear. I grew up in a pit of narcissists. So I was very left-brained, very academic at the beginning of my life. And then I switched more into the right brain and became more flowing and creative for ages. And now I've balanced both my mindsets out, left brain, right brain, taking you up to the absolute communion of both those sides of our brain, pulling them up. And then you can start really connecting with the divine. You do have a one specific person that's coming into you, and I feel like they're going to be really spicy, really invigorating, really make you feel like, oh my God. You know when you meet someone and it feels like they've always been there, you're like, oh my God, that was so easy meeting you. I can't believe I was ever depressed. I can't believe I ever didn't have faith. You know, it's kind of that kind of vibe I'm getting. I feel like they're going to help you as well. They're going to help you realize, you know, your life is so infinite. There's always the next step. There's always the next joy. There's always the next chapter of your life, okay? They want me to pull one more of these. Show me more. Then we'll pull a few oracles. But yeah, the meditation is key in this reading. They really want you meditating and connecting. And I feel like you're even going to get like maybe a little hint of who this person is that's coming into your life. And I feel like, you know, it's either an emperor coming in or a queen of wands. So you'll know which way around that is. Sovereignty activated. Nice. They want you being so wholeheartedly sovereign that nothing in the 3D bothers you, because you just know you're infinite. You just know you're divine. You just know that you are an infinite portion of God, and that this is almost like a temporary computer game where we feel real emotions, you know, and those emotions are put here to guide us and serve us. But in the divine realms, they just feel joy. They just feel great all the time. They're home, right? This is not our home, okay? This earth isn't truly our true home, although we make it home for a little while. But your real home is almost calling out to you, and they want you to know how permanent this realm is, and how calm it is, and how loving it is, and how beautiful it is, and get your mind up to that level. Nothing can bother you when you get your beautiful divine mindset up to a divine level and you're reconnecting with your ancestors. Okay, they're telling me psychedelics. For some of you, that might resonate. Because, you know, all these people that take psychedelics, they know, they felt the divine. And obviously it's individual. You know, what I connect with when I maybe, you know, partake, it's my ancestry, it's my team, it's personal to each person, but it does connect you to the divine. It does show you all the patterns of reality, and it also takes you into that endless now moment that humans, you know, we feel so mortal when we're in a human vehicle. We feel like we've got a rush. We feel like, oh God, I've got to make my money. I've got to do this. I've got to meet my person. Oh God, I'm getting older. That's all an illusion. They want you literally like swimming in the divine, chilled and peaceful, because when you can get yourself calm in any situation, that's when the sovereignty really gets activated. That's when we start shifting the timelines. And that's when the dream, which we live in a dream, we think it's physical, we think it's earth, but everyone knows these molecules are buzzing around, changing all the time. That wall knows when I'm looking at it and when I'm not looking at it. The scientists have measured the response of molecules when they're being observed versus when they're not. But what these scientists don't realize is that they're analyzing the dream from within the dream. But this is a beautiful dream that's been created for us to expand our soul within, okay? Let's pull one of these. I really need to write my little book so that, you know, you guys can absorb this into your subconscious mind. But I know you guys have got, you know, you got that hidden knowledge. You've got that good perspective. You guys see through source in your own unique way. And I've got a lot of vibes about teamwork lately. I keep pulling my own teamwork card out of my deck that I created. And yeah, it's all a big team effort. When we can combine our consciousnesses and come onto each other's timelines, that's when we start really becoming sovereign and creating sovereign timelines. Okay, we've got time for a nap on the bottom of the deck, so relax, okay? It's time to relax. There's a fox on this card, relaxing. And, you know, foxes, you know, they've got to be pretty vigilant in their lives, especially like the foxes we get in my city. They've got to be so vigilant. So the fact that there's a fox relaxing, it's like a way of spirit saying to you, it's okay to chill, it's okay. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself relax. We've got the number 29 here, so that might resonate for you. Adding up to 11. soulmates, community. This is coming for you, okay? This is coming for you. But right now it's time to work on yourself. Relax, chill, connect with the divine. The worst is over, all right? So that's where they want me to leave it. I hope this has helped you guys. Team Godhead, love you guys.